Alright. Hey everyone. Welcome back. And today I'm gonna be doing quite the odd video. Pretty much I'm just playing a franchise mode in NHL 19, released like 3 years ago or something like that. Kind of scared because it's probably going to be a terrible video game, and the rosters are going to look really terrible as well. But yeah, I'm going to do an expansion draft. And I'm pretty sure this is before Vegas was in the game, which obviously it was before Seattle too. Yeah, 32 team expansion draft. So I'm going to do default rosters just to see where everybody was, and let's see what teams I have created. Alright, all from Virginia. That's pretty sick. I guess we have the Virginia Hammerhead Sharks, because one Shark team is not enough. I don't even know what that is. And then the Narwhals, so let's be the Narwhals. GM name. Big C, because I'm Big C and I don't care what anybody has to say. Oh, it's the Dream Team. No, yeah, that's even better. And apparently Vegas is in the game as well. I did not know Vegas was in the game, but whatever. I don't really care about the AHL team because honestly, I'm probably not even going to play this further than this. I mean, Virginia should definitely not be in the Central Division. So I'm going to swap them with Detroit, and then they need to be in the Metro. And I guess I could move out Columbus. Actually, no. No, Atlantic Division looks easier, so I'm gonna keep it in there. Yeah. Career. Definitely not owner mode. I hate that. Salary cap. CPU trades, yes. No, no. No, no. Okay. Now let's continue on, and let's get to the good part and see how the expansion draft goes. I may or may not actually make this a series, I don't know. But if I do, be surprised because I'm not planning on it. And sorry if I just sound like really monotone today. I just woke up, but I really need to get this video done. So yeah, this video needs to hurry up, or this loading screen, I mean, needs to hurry it up, because yeah. Alright, there we go. Advance to expansion draft. Let's see who we have. Oh, this is the year that Washington just won the cup, and we dropped to 6th in the draft lottery, so I'm definitely actually not going to be continuing this because that is complete BS. I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's see what Anaheim has up for grabs. Josh Manson, you know, he's actually not bad. Only age 26, 83 overall, 4.1 million for 4 years. That's not bad. Everybody else is relatively old. Like Cogliano, that's way too much money for an 81. Patrick Eves isn't even playing in the NHL anymore. None of these guys pretty much are. Ryan Miller, nah. So yeah, the smart decision here is to go with Josh Manson. Arizona, the worst team in the NHL right now. Demers is severely overpaid. So is Shin. So is Kruger. Sure is Connaughton. So is, well, actually that's only $650K. So I can't say that that's overpaid. Darcy Kemper. What a big time he's had then from here. And he just signed with the Capitals for like 6 or something million. I mean, from here, Kemper's obviously the best pick. But, like, he's an 81 at age 28. And he definitely got crazy, I guess, when he went to Colorado. And I'm pretty sure he played decent on Arizona as well. I'm not sure, though. All right. I forgot to see what team this was. I'm pretty sure it's Boston, right? Yeah, Boston. McQuaid. You know, that's not actually that bad, to be honest. He's not too expensive. Riley Nash, also not too expensive. Alright, well, I really want to say this is Keandre Miller, the Rangers defenseman, but I know it's not because he's 30 years old. Kevin Miller, never heard of you, mate. So yeah, they don't really have much. I'm going to take Riley Nash on this one. Buffalo, the Sabres also have nothing. Holy moly, macaroni. Oh, they have Linus Ullmark, though. Quite underrated here. Should be starter high, honestly, at age 24. He's going to be at his peak around 26, which is, like, pretty much what he is now. And he's a good starter in the league instead of a crappy backup. This guy is way overpaid. He's fast, and he can hit decent, though, to be honest. But yeah, they don't have, like, anything. I think I might take Ullmark as my AHL starter, to be honest. Because I doubt he'll ever go into anything if I don't do that. Or I could play him as a backup to Kemper. That would actually be a really good goalie tandem. Yeah, Mark Giordano. That contract just came up, I think, this year. Now and then Toronto signed him to 2 years when he's going to be like 40 next year or something. It's crazy. Oh, and he has hair. That's even crazier. My goodness. Michael Stone. Not much here. There's Curtis Lazar. Brett Kulak. Those two turned out as decent. Well, Lazar is a decent bottom six forward. Kulak's a decent bottom pairing defenseman. Let's see who else they have. Nothing. Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna take Giordano. That's what Seattle did, so I have to follow in their footsteps. Next up, goalies. Never heard of either of these guys. I actually have heard of Darling, but I've never really watched him play before. Brock McGinn. That's pretty much as he's stayed in his entire career. Nordstrom, I don't think he's playing in the NHL anymore. So that's a bit of a overrate right there. Jordan Martinook, alternate captain, I believe, of the Hurricanes now. But he stayed around that his entire career as well. Not seeing anything else. You know what? I'm going to take... the obvious pick here would obviously be Brock McGinn. So I'm going to do that. Even though I really like Martinook, McGinn's a no-brainer. Next up... Anton Forsberg? Is that him? Yeah, he played really good last year with... what team was he on? I can't remember now. I don't know. But he played really good. I think he had like some crazy, like, half the season he had like a 920, which I know that's completely off, but I'm not going to go check his stats right now. But I know that he had a really good year, so here should honestly probably be starter medium, probably 80 or 81 to make it as realistic as possible. Connor Murphy, huge overpay, but definitely a good defenseman. I think he's better than the game makes him as well. Osterleis, pretty much what he should be. Hoping to have a good year with Detroit, as I do like myself some Detroit Red Wings. I forgot to pick somebody here. I'll take Osterley because he's on the Red Wings. Let's see. Colorado. Patrick Nemeth. He's definitely gotten worse than 80. I think he's like a 77 in NHL 22. Uh, he had a terrible year, terrible start with the Rangers. Traded him to the Coyotes, and the Coyotes is probably where he's going to stay for the rest of that contract. And I doubt he'll. And honestly, he's getting up there in age. That might be his last contract he receives in the NHL. They don't really have much besides Nemeth. Oh, they have Philip Grubauer and Bernier. I'm going to take Grubauer for sure. I mean, I know he played like garbage whenever. He played like garbage when Seattle picked him up, but the Dream Team's better than the Kraken, though, so. Let's see. Korpisalo, he had a really good playoff series against Toronto, I believe. And then he pretty much just fell off the cliff, unfortunately. But he's still decent. He's a good backup to Elvis Merzlikins. I love that guy's name. Elvis. It's perfect. Not much here. Scott Harrington. Jack Johnson. Let's go, baby. Ian Cole. I believe he signed a contract with Tampa this year. I'm going to take him because why not? Dallas. Let's see, goalies. Kari Lettinen. I believe that's his name, right? Yeah. Nice. Not interested, though. Method? Never heard of him. He's got a huge pay, though. Brett Ritchie. Tyler Pitlick. They really don't have much. So I'm going to take Tyler Pitlick just because I love his name. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Detroit, let's see. Nothing on the goaltending side. This was before they got Bernier. I think they had Mrazek, though, so their tandem would be Mrazek and Howard here. I wonder why one of them aren't showing up. Trevor Daley, yes, sir. Darren Helm, even more of a yes, sir. He's actually played really good with Colorado, and he's earned that contract that they gave him this year. And I'm really happy that he got another cup because he was one of my favorites to watch. Glendening, underrated. I love Luke Glendening. Do not mess with him. I wonder what they rated like Bertuzzi in this game. Because like I'd have to say he's probably like an 82 top 9 medium because nobody knew he was going to break out like that. Here I'm going to take Darren Helm because he's a hottie. I'm kidding. He's just a really good he's a good two-way forward. Anyways, Laurent Brossoit, he's a decent backup. He should be higher than that. Adam Larson, that's a good defenseman right there. He's played decent with Seattle. Don't watch much of the Kraken, though, so it's unfair for me to say. Zach Cassian, now with the Oilers. F in the chat for him. I mean, not with the Oilers. He's in the Oilers now in this game. But now he's on the Arizona Coyotes, and they're the worst team in the league. Petrovic. I don't think I know who this man is. Like, I've heard of his name. But I don't even think he's playing in the NHL anymore. James Reimer right there. Yes, sir. Skeever. I think that's how you say it. I know he's still playing, though. Mackenzie Weegar. Oh, my goodness. This man broke out. He's now on the Flames, but he's insane. 7th D77. That's just incredibly underrated. But at the time, you know, how are they supposed to know he'd be going off? I mean, obviously, the pick to go here is Petrovic. But realistically, I'd go with Weegar because I'm from the future and I can know what happens. LA. Do they happen to have Luke Robitaille anywhere? Oh, no, never mind. A few years in the head. Oh, Jack Campbell. This man also broke out last year. What does he look like? Oh my goodness, he had short hair and no beard. My oh my. He broke out with the Maple Leafs, which honestly is probably the best team to break out with because, I mean, as a goalie at least, because they don't have any defense, so you're going to get a lot of shots on you. But now he's signed to the Oilers, so we'll see how he plays there. They definitely have a better defense. So yeah, Wedgwood's also a decent backup in the NHL now. Jake Muzzin, he played really good in LA when he was there. Now he's on Toronto. Like I said, Toronto's defense, I think it's just their head coach does not know what he's doing half the time. But I'm going to take Jake Muzzin for the fun of it. Now we've got Minnesota. Stalock in net. Not much here that I recognize. Of course, there's Tyler Ennis. Nothing else, though. I think... Hold on, let me see this kid's face. No, yeah, I know him. So I'm going to take him because he looks goofy. Montreal. Oh, Shaw. F in the chat for Shaw. Had to retire. At like age 29. Pretty sad, but he's a grinder. Plays a rough game. What you going to do about it? Hemsky. I'm not recognizing much. There's Jordy Ben. He's with Toronto now. Deslauriers just signed a crazy contract with Philadelphia. Don't know what they were thinking. Yeah, I'm go with Jordy Ben here. I have 9 defensemen already, and we're like halfway done. Oh, and they have Matthias Ekholm open. Let's just see who they have in net. Nothing. All right, Ekholm. He's a lot better than 83 now. He's a good top pairing defenseman instead of just a good second pairing defenseman. We've got Nick Bonino. He's stayed about 80 overall. Cal Yarncroc, I'd say he's a bit better than 80. Just signed a long-term contract with the Maple Leafs, and by long-term I mean 4 years. So take that with what you want. But I think playing with the right line mates in Toronto, which he probably will be, he'll probably slide into the top 6 with maybe like Nylander, Tavares, Bunting, Matthews, Marner, shifted around there. He should have a really good year. Like Bunting, I don't think he would have broken out as much as he did if he didn't have Matthews and Marner playing alongside him, or whoever he played with on Toronto, because their offense is incredible. But yeah, taking Ekholm here. Lovejoy, I like that guy's name. Keith Kincaid, he's going to be an AHL player this year for Boston, I believe. Lovejoy, what does he look like? Never mind, he is an ugly man. Kind of looks like Kulikov, though. Steven Nosen. Mirko Mueller. The game always wanted him to break out, but he never did, unfortunately. I'm going to go with him, though. Islanders, let's see what they've got. Oh, Thomas Hickey. My man. In net, they have Halak. And I'm assuming Grice or Varlamov. One of those two, I'd say. Or maybe both of them. I don't know. Yeah, Thomas Hickey just signed a PTO with New Jersey, I believe. So he's definitely not an 82 anymore. Dahan with Chicago. Going to have a rough year, I'm assuming. Actually, no, Dahan. No, Dahan just signed a PTO with the Hurricanes, I think. I think so. Clutterbuck, one of the grinders. Pellick. He should be an elite medium. Oh my goodness. The NHL games hated on Adam Pellick. They hated on Adam Pellick until like 2 seasons not 2 seasons ago, like this season when they finally realized how good he is. I mean, I guess he does have a receding hairline, but it doesn't mean he's not good at the game. Mayfield is also much better than that. Nothing else. I'm going to take Adam Pellick. Actually, I'm taking way too many defensemen. But yeah, Adam Pellick. Let's go. Rangers, Jesper Fast. I love Jesper Fast. As a Hurricanes fan as well, I'm a fan of many teams. But as a Hurricanes fan, I saw him in person last year because I went to the season opener against the Islanders. He was pretty awesome. Um, don't think I see anybody else that I know though. So I definitely take Jesper Fast. Ottawa recently changed their logo back to the flat person. I forget how to pronounce this guy's name. Isn't it like Borchinski or something like that? I don't know, but it's definitely not how he spells it. Anybody I know? Drieger, backup for the Kraken. He definitely went insane with Florida. Nobody was expecting that, I don't think. But I'm gonna take Borchinski, or however you say his name. I have too many defensemen. I have 13 out of 9. Anyways, with Philadelphia, Brian Elliott and Neuwirth. I forget how to pronounce his name. And Stolars. All three of them have seen NHL time. Pretty crazy. Stolars, I think, is a backup in Anaheim right now to John Gibson, something like that. Michael Raffle just signed overseas. Unlikely to see him back in the NHL. Gudis, defenseman for the Panthers. Not a fan of his. But other than that, not seeing anything. They don't have anything. I'm going to take Raffle, though. I need those forwards. I have enough defensemen and goalies. So let's see. Here are we on Pittsburgh. Don't know that guy. They have Brian Dumoulin. Huge contract. My goodness. Carl Hagelin. Also a huge contract. Dumoulin, I think, is still playing for them. Yeah, it was Matheson that got traded for Petrie. Hagelin is on the Capitals. Alexiak is on the Kraken. And let's see. I think that's it. Alexiak should be like... He's good. I mean, I know he's on the crappy Kraken, but I think he's a decent second pairing defenseman. Don't light me up in the comments for saying that. But let's go with Hagelin because we need to fill up our forwards. San Jose, Aaron Dell. I don't even know where he is anymore, to be honest. Justin Braun. I think he's in Philadelphia. DeMello. Barclay Goodrow. He signed like $15 million per year with the Rangers. Terrible contract. And it was just because he won the Stanley Cup. Let's be honest with ourselves. But honestly, he should be like an 80, I think. From here, is that really all that they have? Let's take Goudreau. St. Louis. Jordan Bennington. Oh my goodness. He went crazy in the playoff series. Or in the playoffs when they won the cup. And then he kind of did fall off a cliff, to be honest. But he's still a good backup, I think. But the St. Louis Blues are definitely relying on him this year to play like he did in that first breakout time, because they signed Thomas Greiss as the backup. And from his days in Detroit, yeah, he played good, but he's definitely not a starter anymore. Carter Hutton, I don't know where he wound up. I know he's not on Buffalo anymore, though. I think he's on Chicago, actually. I don't know. Patrick Berglund, I'm pretty sure he was in the... I don't know. I was going to say I'm pretty sure he's in the O'Reilly trade, but I'm not sure. Bertuzzo, he's still playing. Oscar Sundqvist. He should be a top 9 medium. Maybe top 9 high. He's playing on Detroit now. He's decent. Hakanpää. No way. He's only a 66. Wow, that's terrible. He's a good third pairing guy. I'm gonna go with Berglund because he's the best guy available. Let's see, Tampa Bay. Let's see. Yanni Gord. And he's cheap too. He's obviously who I'm going to pick from here, but let's just see who they have. Domingue, or however you say that name. I think he's on like Pittsburgh or something now. Strawman, literally like yesterday, just signed a PTO with the Bruins, but he's definitely fallen off a cliff from that 84 overall. Yanni Gourde, he's gotten a lot better, for sure. Killorn, he's decent. Slater Cuckoo, he's okay. Parquet, I don't know if he's signed anywhere right now. But I think he played in Ottawa last year. I'm not sure anywhere else, though. Who are we on? Toronto. Calvin Pickard, definitely overrated. Let's be honest here. Matt Martin, before he was cool. Before he was sent to... what's it called? New York Islanders. Josh Levo had a crazy year in the AHL last year, and I really hope he gets some playing time for Carolina this year. Because he went insane. I think he had like 100 some points in the AHL. Carolina need to call him up and at least test him out, especially like in the preseason or something. See how he plays. But yeah, we're definitely taking Matt Martin here. Vancouver. Delzato, I think he's on Columbus. Anybody else still playing? Good. Branson signed 4 years, $4 million in Columbus as well. Nick Dowd, I think he's in Washington right now. I don't know. Goalies, nothing. Let's take it, Branson. Oh, wait. Alright, so we can only draft forward, so let's take Nick Dowd. Oh, boy. Washington, let's see. Anybody still in the NHL? Copley, I know, just signed a contract with LA to be there in their AHL because they already have Cal Peterson and Jonathan Quick in the NHL. Let's see. Brett Connolly, still with Washington. Chason, I think, signed a contract with Arizona, I believe. I remember when I used to actually play this game, I used to always get Christian Jews. What happened to this man? What happened to him? I just now remembered him and everything. What happened to him? Wow. Christian Stevenson, my man, broke out with Vegas. My man. He went crazy that one year. People went crazy over him. Then he kind of slowed down, I think. But yeah, that's all they have. Let's take Stevenson for sure. And Winnipeg, the last pick. Let's see, goalies, nothing. Tyler Myers. Where is he playing? Isn't he on Vancouver now? I think he is. Adam Lowry still with Winnipeg. Kulikov, I think, just got traded to Anaheim. Sherratt playing on Detroit this year. And that's it. Here I'm going to take Adam Lowry. And yeah, that's my team. That was quite the trip, to be honest. Look at that team. Way too many defensemen. But yeah, pretty neat. Let me actually, real quick, I'm going to go to the draft. I'm probably not going to spend as much time on it, but just to see who's there and everything, I think that would be really fun. Let's see. Let's see who Montreal picks. Rasmus Dahlin. I'm not going to throw out the word bust yet, but he's certainly not what everybody wanted him to be. And he's definitely not going to be the best. Andrei Svechnikov to the Stars. Let's go. Probably the best from this draft so far. Fake guy. Kind of annoying. Another fake man. Kind of annoying. Another fake guy. Is that like the only two prospects? Oh, there's Zadina. What a bust. Oh my goodness. Adam Boqvist, Noah Dobson, Joe Veleno, Evan Bouchard, Ryan McLeod, Ty Smith, Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Wow. Barrett Hayton. Yeah, definitely some names I recognize in here. Let's take Zadina. He's a guaranteed elite medium. What do they have him rated as? A 76 elite medium. That's crazy. All right, let's just see. Adam Boqvist, 69 elite medium. Dobson, a 69 top 4. Veleno, 66 top 6. 65 top 4 for Bouchard. McLeod, 63 top 6. Ty Smith. There's Kotkaniemi. Wow. That's crazy, man. Let's see who else is there just to see if I recognize anybody. Foodie. Oh wait, is that Rasmus Sandin? Yeah, Rasmus Sandin. He's a good prospect. Dominic Bach. Yes, sir. Funny name. Oh, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I know it was long, probably boring, but if you made it to this far in the video, honestly, just go down to the comments and say Zadina sucks. And I will heart your comment for sure. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.